The Adventures and Redemption of Greg, a tale of charm, stories, and growth. In the heart of Indiana, where cornfields stretched out like a vast green sea, Greg was known for his vibrant tracksuits. Each day, he chose a different color, his wardrobe a testament to his vibrant personality. But it wasn't just his fashion sense that made him stand out. It was his smooth, worldly rap, honed from years as a sailor in the U.S. Navy, that had every lady in town turning their heads. Greg's charm was legendary. His stories of exotic ports, from the bustling streets of Tokyo to the serene beaches of Bali, were not just tales. They were adventures that painted him as a modern Odysseus. His voice, seasoned by the sea, carried the rhythm of distant lands, making each date an escape from the mundane. He dated a dozen women, each one unique, drawn to his magnetic storytelling and the promise of a life seen through his eyes. There was Sarah, the librarian, who loved his tales of ancient libraries in Cairo. Mia, the artist, enchanted by his descriptions of French markets at dawn. And Jenna, the botanist, who hung on every word about the Amazon's vast flora. But even a smooth operator like Greg couldn't juggle hearts forever. The twist came unexpectedly at the annual Indiana Summer Festival, a celebration of local culture that drew everyone from miles around. Here, Greg planned to make each of his dates feel special, each in their own time slot, ensuring no overlap, or so he thought. The festival was in full swing, with music, laughter, and the scent of barbecue filling the air. Greg, in his brightest tracksuit yet, was moving from one date to another, each encounter more charming than the last. However, fate had other plans. As he was regaling Jenna with stories of the Amazon, Sarah appeared, drawn by the same story Greg had told her, but with a twist about a mythical flower only he could describe. Mia too wandered over, her ears catching the familiar cadence of Greg's voice speaking of the French market. In a moment of panic, Greg tried to weave a story that would explain his presence with all three, but his smooth rap faltered. The confrontation was inevitable. The three women, now aware of each other, confronted Greg with a blend of hurt, anger, and betrayal. In a clever twist, they decided not to leave the festival in tears, but instead to enjoy it together, leaving Greg to watch from afar, his charm momentarily docked. Feeling the sting of his actions, Greg decided it was time for a change. He confessed his missteps, not just to the trio, but to all his dates, revealing his genuine desire for connection rather than conquest. He proposed a new adventure, one where he would take them all on a journey, not just through stories, but through the heartland of America, exploring local culture and forging real connections. Surprisingly, they agreed, intrigued by the honesty and the prospect of a genuine adventure. Thus, Greg, once known for his escapades across the globe, became famous for leading a band of women on an educational road trip through Indiana. They documented their journey, turning Greg's tales into a local legend, teaching him that the greatest stories are sometimes found in the simplicity of shared moments. In the end, Greg learned that his true charm lay not just in his travels, but in his ability to connect, listen, and grow. And while he never gave up his fancy tracksuits, he found that the heart's journey was the one adventure worth repeating.